got a lot of fun cards which I keep, and also I've got some spare ones. I've realised, so they're all in one place. So I've dug through them and found little groups of them. These are quite fun. They're just postcards, but there's something very quirky about them. This first one is perhaps the least interesting because it's just like a cartoon. It's showing a Buddha figure surfing, which is ridiculous. One of those silly things which is two completely different things put together in the wrong way. It just says surfing Buddha. However, this is getting more clever. This again is still a postcard, but this has got a very, very nice hidden figure in it, which one of the best I've seen, I think. So it's quite a reasonable landscape. There's nothing particularly peculiar about it, and we've got to find where the farmer is. Find the farmer is what they say. Can you find him? Well, the answer is we have to turn it sideways like this. And then suddenly he appears zapped like that, if you can see it or not. This part of the face is missing, but there's his shoulder, there's his two eyes, eye one and eye two, there's his nose, his mouth. He's looking that direction down over there, and it's superbly done because the landscape originally it just doesn't portray it at all. I normally find it in the trees and things up here is where you normally find hidden figures, but that one is right in the middle of the picture and quite large too. And it's so completely concealed when it's in that mode like that. You just don't notice that's going to be his eye eventually when it turns up. So that's a particularly nice postcard, I think, superb. Then there's two special cards which pop up and pop open, and these are two of the best of them. I think this one here, which is from the Nuremberg Toy Museum. This is the envelope that comes in. It's very nicely done. And this is celebrating the inauguration of the very first railway to be built in Germany in 1835 between Nuremberg town, the middle of the city, and Fürth, which is just a little way to the west. It's almost a suburb of it, joined to it now, but just 8 kilometers of railway. So inside the envelope is the card, which is very nicely produced. It's in German, but never mind that, and you don't need it. But there's the actual picture. And what's interesting about this is, of course, it's three-dimensional. Now it's not, it's flat. And then if we gently push it into 3 dimensions, and I've got to move left and right like that, and I move the actual figures. The depth planes will move. If I tilt a little bit, you'll see a little more of what's going on inside. There's about 8, I think, I'm counting inside, but I think there's about at least 6 depth planes there, which gives a lovely range of it. There's all the planes. Look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planes, or is it 7? But anyway, it's a lot of depth to it. But that is superb. And then flattens like that and puts into an envelope. Very nicely done. The last one is a very, very strange depth one, which I've never seen before or since. This is my friend Caspar Schwaber, who's with his father started the Aha Gallery in Florian Adler in the middle of Zurich. It's one of my favourite watering holes. It's got the most marvellous stuff there. And this is a card he produced, quite a few years ago, flat card with eyes. And it's flat, but if you push like that, it makes it into a little shallow box like that. There we are. There's a little shallow box effect. And then the front is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. Look at this. And now if we move the back like that, look at those eyes. Oh my goodness. Don't they move? And don't they move? And also a little bit of movement up and down just from the different perspective. But the best part is just moving the back piece like that. And it makes that wonderful woo, woo, woo with the 2 eyes, which I think is absolutely amazing. So well done, Casper. I must find out from him I'm about to write to him, in fact, find out who was the artist who invented this, perhaps some of his input. So there are some cards around there which are best and really quite remarkable. You can start off with something quite simple like that, and then you start to get into the 3 dimensions, and you find some amazing stuff, tremendous creativity. What I like about it is the fact that they're so compact. There we are. There's my little collection. Very small. I like that.